Hello there. So, we're going to do a couple of quick blitz games. I've been thinking this, getting back to 2000. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Please, please give me somebody near my rating. Sorry about this 2D board. I've been playing some filthy bullet chess, and there's just no way. I just wanted to get my bullet rating above 1900, or to 1900 even. And there's just no way on earth you can play it a properly 1 minute bullet. This is with a 3D board. I will put the 3D board back soon. So we've got an English opening, and what has he done here? Do you know, I don't even know what he's played. Most times when I see this sort of setup, I was going to say, my goodness me, what is this? Black tries a sneaky, drops his f6 knight off somewhere, and then plays f5, sometimes to try and crush you. What can we say about this position? Right. Okay, I'm gonna just. Why isn't he castling? He wants to pay his queen, I guess. c7. No. Okay, so I'm just going to continue expanding on the queen side. I'll probably play h6 or something like that. There we go. I want to play b4 now. Not really, not really much going on here. Probably ought to think about knight g. Yeah, maybe knight h4. So, with the idea of hopping into f5. So, if I play that move, and he then plays, yeah, okay. So we might take, yeah, that was a bit quick. So he's lost a pawn, or I can have his dark squared bishop, one or the other. Now I'm a bit sort of anal about positional chess, I suppose. Well, I like to think I am. The dark squared bishop's the better minor piece, theoretically, but it's a closed position at the moment. So his bishop's rubbish anyway, pretty much. I can win a pawn, but then after I win a pawn, where's my knight going to go? I guess I was going to hop back out there, maybe, if there's nothing I've missed. And he might just take on d3 now, because he can't think of anything else to do. Good thing about this position is he's wasting lots of time, or this game I should say. He looks like a genuine player of this level. Had a few issues recently. A couple of games I was going to go over. He hasn't lost the pawn, I was just talking nonsense. Where there's just been some very suspicious chess played, and I will dig the games out. I'm not happy about the games. I lost the games, obviously, and they were games where I genuinely thought that I outplayed a player who was around my level in the Blitz game, and then they played pretty much like a 1700 player would the whole game, and then out of nowhere they just started, just with 8 seconds on the clock, pulled out. Well, what happens first is there's a lag of about 45 seconds where they did nothing, and then with about 8 seconds left they played an incredible continuation, and played very well. So if I blundered here, I'm going to have to play, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not concentrating because I'm talking. And they just played incredibly, and I ended up blundering and missing a win, and so maybe I'm just bitter. Am I winning a piece? No, I'm not here. I was thinking I'm winning a piece with d4, pawn d4, I'm not. And I just looked at the game. It's just something rankles me. Right, I need to sort this issue out here in the middle, so I'm hoping he'll just take that with his knight. That's good. So I get a decent centre back again. Nice open file for my rook. It's okay. So dirty little mate here. I was thinking bishop c3, drop it back, line the queen up. He hasn't got a dark squared bishop, so life's a bit difficult. But I've got this problem here I've got to resolve first. Getting myself too excited with before I sort my own. This pin is not nice. I'm just going to have to drop the king off. So actually I have a bit of a weak centre now. But that plan's still on the board, and he's running out of time. Doesn't mean anything with the increment. That's the beauty of the increment, it goes both ways. You've got one position with 10 seconds left and your opponent's got a minute, then you should be able to win it. He's going to double up on that pawn probably. In a second, other rook. Rook e8, yeah. Got to be careful here. I don't really want to play that. He's threatening that fork. I need to get this dark square bishop in. What is that threatening? So you can't play rook f3 now because I'm just going to take his knight and then he loses the rook. He wants to come in, try and make me. Fair enough. It's a valid plan. I've got to be a bit careful here. I need to be a bit careful. Probably need to exchange. He's going to get a check there, isn't he? That's a shame. Yeah. Have to be careful here. Well, I was lucky I won that on time in a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he was a pawn down then. So if let's just quickly analyse his position. Was I winning? Was it roughly better for black? It was probably equal. So he just takes. Completely equal, really. If not, I think that's slightly better for black, really, because he's got a bit more initiative here, a bit more space. His queen's very strong there. Why it's giving me equal. Did I have a point where I was better in this game than I blew? Felt like there was a moment and I didn't see it through. In actual fact, I'm being outplayed. I think it was a bit earlier on. Yeah, here we go, +3. So here, I'm missing something crazy here. So I have, as I thought, I didn't like this position. I mean, that's a shocker of a move to lash out in front of your king like that. And that to me is puzzling. That somebody, I would never play a move like that. He's only 20 points behind me or so. How has he got to that rating and playing moves like that? It's crazy. He's not very strong tactically. He's not very good positionally. So where's he getting his wins from? He's not even good on the clock. So I'm +4 here. I must have missed a serious tactic here then. +4, and yet we're materially equal. So that is positional suicide. Somehow I've missed a tremendous move. Right, just taking the pawn, and then probably dumping the knight into something like d5. So his knight goes there, and then also queen. It's amazing, look. And this is the trouble of being too obsessed with the position, which I like to feel. I am interested in positional chess, and it's no good. It's no good being obsessed with the position if you can't finish it. And you can see here in this position, it's instructive. I'm +4. That's as good as a piece, more than a piece and a pawn up. The computer thinks, and yet it's completely equally materially. So that is so. I mean, this person doesn't even care. Probably thinks the position is just the position. There's probably nothing special about it, or nothing that bad about it. Probably thinks his position's fine. I mean, over the board, if I had this position, I'd be like, as white, I'd be in heaven. But some people, it makes me realise, probably wouldn't know any different. But as I just said, there's no point in being in heaven over your positional wonders if you can't make it happen. So what is the ultimate plan here then? Queen, rook. Surely a knight's got to go in. Yeah, the knight and that break comes, and we just rip him apart. He gets. Oh, so we do play that. So I was a bit worried about taking this pawn because I thought he can bring his big guns over, but this is a very, very. I mean, this is. I mean, still computer thinks I'm winning. It's this. It all comes down to this pin on this diagonal. This ridiculously wicked discovery, which I don't know if he would allow. There's not much he can do about it, actually. Could move his king earlier. Anyway, let's try another game. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's try another one. Okay, so let's see who he can find, if we can get another game going. What have we got here? 1967, eh? Generally I answer knight, oh goodness me, knight f3 lines with a just d5 classic response, and go for some sort of Slav setup. So what we've got here is like a reversed, what we say this is, oh goodness me, reverse Queen's Indian type setup. Okay, just develop my bishop there, a bit more aggressive, isn't it? So he's hacking down with the c4 pawn. No major blunders yet. I'm just going to line my. You know what's coming, don't you? There's nothing clever about this tactical trick. Oh, that's nice. Look, it's taking away one of his main defenders on the king side straight away for me. I do like it when they do that. That's nice. So you might exchange pawns in the middle here. Let me think. So if he takes, C takes D, yeah, okay, so I don't really want to open up that file just yet. I want to get my queen over. Look at this space here. There's a bit of space on his king side, that's my thought. I'm going to have to re-maneuver my knight back here. 8-7. Queen G5. See if we can create some cheapo tactical threats here. I mean, it is a blitz game. I am allowed to play like a cheapos, aren't I? So what have we got here? Got a strong player, 1900, rapid. Yeah. Oh, we don't want to do that, do we? I'm just going to go back to my game. Really hate it when that happens. Sorry about that. It's a bit glitchy there. So back the knight goes. Stick with a plan. A plan's better than no plan, isn't it? Yeah. I've still got this cheeky little liner up here. Oh, he's not having that, is he? He doesn't want to have that. She's threatening anything there? I could bring this other knight in, couldn't I? Oh, don't tell me we've got a double click coming on. You probably can't hear it, but I can. So we'll line that little boy up there. So you start square bishop. At the moment, it's not ideal because it's just blocked in. I mean, he could drop it here and hit this rook, which I suppose at least is doing something. And actually, you can play knight b5, which I didn't actually think about properly enough, did I? Yeah. Okay, so he's gone for that instead. So if I hit his queen, g5, he could move it there, and then I've got a discovery and he loses his bishop. And again, my rook doesn't work, does it? Doesn't quite work that. I'll just move the rook for a minute, but I think I've lost a bit of time fanning around here. Interesting. I just like to tempt them. Bit of a nothing position, really. I'm waiting for him to move his rook. I think I might just threaten this for a second. Get that bishop back in a rubbish position. There's not got many other places to put it. Thank you. Get that bishop back there. So I've got no threat here now because he's played that move. By playing g3, stop my cheapo mating threat. It was never going to happen. No, he's just going to pile up. Probably open the centre up. So I think what we'll do in that case, just get his queen out of the way. God, my time is appalling, isn't it? I'm really getting battered here. I'm going to start getting desperate for some tactics now. I think that's the problem. Maybe I'll try and exchange some pieces around here. I mean, it's quite a close position, so you can just fanning around really. I don't think there's anything really much happening. You know, that's what you've got to remember sometimes. You've got to play the position, so he's just moving some quick knight moves. Is there anything threatening, anything here? No. So I'll get rid of that bishop. I mean, it's a bit sensitive in here, you could say. So I could take it with the pawn. I reckon he'll just exchange. So he's got a better minor piece. I fannied around. My attack didn't work. He's gone back to his same plan. So now Queen A3. He's got to protect his pawn. And I'm not really interested in that because I only realised that I got a pathological fondness of just being obsessed with just trying to mate people all the time from the outset, even in positions where there's no actual mate on. You know, I just like to try and mate them, or try and think I've got a chance. He's just blocking that off there. I don't think that was a good move. I'm going to play a few quick moves here, just to try and freak him out, bluff him. Yeah. Wants to improve his queen. Oh, he's going for a bit of an attack here. How can I threaten that bishop? I don't want to give up my knight really. Actually, I could actually try something here. I can put a rook on it. See if his bishop is quite strong. When the queen joins the attack, it will be strong. So we don't really want it. Chewing some gum here, so I'm sorry about that jamming noise. Oh, running out of time. He's just carrying on as normal. I'm gonna get that rook off that file. So it's a bit of a weird old, situation here. I'll start playing a bit quicker. I mean, he could just push that pawn, h5. Thing is, yeah, he's gone for it. So now he'll push h5 maybe. Can't think of much else to do. Get my queen back, swing it back over. Could have a bit of an attack here. Right, let's try some cheapos. Queen d7, which is threatening rook d4. g4 even. I'm just going to play quickly now. You can't push the pawns, we'll lose another pawn. He hasn't seen it. See, this is what I'm on about. This is the sadness of it. I mean, how can somebody 1967 not see that cheap tactic? A bit disappointing that. Really now, I'm just going to hustle him a bit on the clock. This is what now I'm a bit fresher. We should just resign now because it is just completely over. Just trying to desperately make something happen. Takes. Well, that's fair enough. I'd be trying to make something desperately happen. The last thing in the world you want to do now is exchange rooks. You double his rooks up then. That's it. I should double your rooks up. So I think he's got some concession. I've got to defend with the other rook. Not quite going to plan, is it? cheapo. Drive his king out, I think. That's what we've got to do. Drive that king out into the open. So if I play that, I'm threatening queen g4, which is going to be a bit uncomfortable because that looks like mate to me. Yeah, there we go. That was nice, wasn't it? Just have a quick look at that game. I'd like to know whether I was better before he blundered anyway, because it'd be sad. Okay, so he's slightly better, well, pretty much equal. Computer thinks we're equal. So now here comes my cheapo. Yeah, his computer didn't like him exchanging his bishop, but knight was a beast. See, already -1/3. He thinks that we should have exchanged, but he didn't. Then I play that. So basically there's only one move that can save him now. He didn't even bother looking at my move, and that was that, all over. So, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll just go back a bit earlier in this game. What does it think of this sort of Nimzo Larsen attack? That's what it's called, sorry. Yeah, I'm talking nonsense, not reverse Queen's Indian. So, I should equalise quite quickly. Yeah, there you go, 0. I mean, I don't think computers don't think much of his position. 0. Oh, come off it. It's not worth a pawn. Yeah, 0. 0. Slightly better for black. Better for black. Slightly better for black. Equal. Slightly better for black. Slightly better for black. Yeah, okay, so, you know, all in all we can say I'm probably slightly better. Wants me to exchange. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it's not longer. I will get back to 3D board. I am going to upload more videos. I am going to talk about my video, which is why I'm going to talk about my own self actually, about why it is that I'm stuck between 1950 basically and 2000 and I can't progress. That's very interesting. We need to analyse that, find out why. So there's two stages to chess, isn't there? There's obviously either getting to your level when you start, and then, say 3 stages, getting to your level, then maintaining it, roughly, and then you've got taking yourself beyond your sort of innate ability, or chess level, whatever you call it. So, and that is probably where the real hard work comes in. So I think that's what people underestimate. That while they're wondering why they want to improve, when they're improving, they're actually only getting to the level they should be at, if that makes sense. And only when they're at the level they should be at naturally, then they real work begins in actually becoming a better chess player and getting to. So say you get a 2000 like me, then you need to get a 2200. That is the hard. But of course, the better you are, the harder it is to be better, because obviously to go from 2000 to 2200 is pretty hard, and 2200 to 2400 is very hard, and obviously 24. If I went up from, if I somehow got to 2400 and increased my rating by 400 points, I'd be like and you know, if somebody else could do that who was 2400, increased by 400 points, they'd be 2800 and be a world championship contender, you know, sort of thing. So it's all relative. So maybe my ceiling is just what it is, and maybe in my best day I can be a 2100 ever. If I gave it my all, you know, if my best blitz rating was about 2060 or something, and now it's always about 1950 give or take, and it gets up to, you know, but there's a reason I can't cross that barrier at the moment. There's a reason I can't cross that barrier of 2000. And the next thing would be obviously crossing the barrier of 2000 and then maintaining it at 2000. So there's a difference between just getting to a point and then actually staying at it. And the staying at it is a real difficult bit, and that's what chess players I think find so hard. I mean, I can care less about being a 1900, and I guess it just goes down the chain, because there's 1900 players, also 1800 players that probably give anything to be 1900 players, and it just goes on and on and on. Anyway, one thing I'll say, which is quite interesting, is my my tactics training is doing pretty well at the moment. I've had some better sleep recently, not been on the spinning bike while I'm playing. Managed to get across 1900 on all my ratings. I'll go one game, yeah, I've got to play some more. And training's back at 2140, which is only 60 points off my best. So it's quite interesting that. I mean, the Rapid's taken an absolute beating. Of course, a bit slow down, that computer. Yeah, my Rapid rating's been 21. Yeah, I was well up. I mean, battered, smashed to bits, nowhere near that. I remember I was 2050 for months and months and years, and then whenever I tumbled down, I could never recover. Whereas the Blitz can always recover. You can see, you know, have a bad day, dip below 1900, and come back. But so interestingly, his period is actually playing better on a spinning bike than I am not on a spinning bike. Interesting. Okay, well, I will be with you soon, and I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next video. Have a good weekend.